it jumps like crazy all the way to the first piano or at random. I don't know. It's a known issue, but some people manage probably to handle that, and I just want to know how.
Well, as far as customizing your routing or making modifications within Cubase, that's totally possible under the studio, and then the studio setup menu when you're in the software. It lets you basically go and get pretty deep into how much you want your MIDI integration to be.
No,
If you want any control surfaces.
it's not that.
That's doable.
It's not that, sir. What's your name again?
My name is Josh, sir.
Josh. It's not that. I have side by side 12 and 13 running the same project. And 12 is doing fine and 13 is having issues. I don't know how to fix it. I've been using this for 25 years and I get lost in this thing. Just especially
Right, I understand.
MIDI channel also. MIDI channel, no matter what I do not see Yamaha workstation in the settings and the studio settings following the same procedures. I have detailed files on my computer, on even my own video files, how to make this for my backup, and it still doesn't work. What am I missing? I'm obviously missing something.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. So you're primarily using the Genos, connecting it via USB to the same computer you've been using when you were on Cubase Pro 12. But the issue you're experiencing is when you attach the Genos, you basically lose all control of, was it Cubase? Because you were mentioning using the mouse, scrolling up and down, or were you referring to using the Genos keyboard itself?
No.
I just wanted to be very clear.
No, it's a Cubase. So basically, when I use output as Genos, it only shows digital keyboard 1, digital keyboard 2, and Focusrite USB MIDI card, but it does not have a digital workstation like it used to, like 12 does. Let me give you an example. I wish you could see my screen. Is there a chance that you can connect to my screen?
Yeah, we can do a screen share. Yes, let me email you.
Yes.
An invite to do that.
Please, because a picture worth a million words. In this case, 3 million. Okay, let's.
Can you do me a favor, just so I know I've got your email address 100% correct, so I send it to the right address. Can you spell your email for me one more time, please? Sorry.
Yes. Alpha, Romeo, Idaho, Zebra, Larry, Alpha, Tango, Idaho, Nancy at gmail.com.
All right, thank you.
I pulled up the same project on both 12 and 13. So we can toggle right now, we can have fun. I don't know if we can call it fun, but it's always fun. I swear I've never seen any. Well, actually, I have, but 12 had that before, but then they fixed it with a new release. I don't know how they did it. Okay.
One moment, I'm sending you the email invite. I have to go between two computers because I just transitioned to a new one. So some of the applications didn't carry over, so to do this manually here. 1 sec.
My another question is, maybe it wasn't tested in Windows 11, or maybe it was not tested, only tested for Mac OS. I don't know. A lot of
No, all of our products are fully tested across both platforms. It's not the issue. It's just that there are inherent glitches that people are going to experience or differences in software in the first, 60 to 90 days because they work out quite a lot of bugs.
Okay.
Right, so I went ahead and sent you that invite. If you want to check your Gmail email in a second,
Oh, yeah,
like 3
I
little
got it.
steps you just have to follow.
I got
And
it.
then it'll allow us. Yeah, go ahead and open that and follow the steps from there.
Absolutely. Okay. I see. Okay. Just give me a second here. It's waiting for support to start the session.
No problem. Then you should get like a button that says join or something. You
Right.
tap that.
Correct. Yes. I'm with you. 100%. I'm just not sure now which one is 12 or 13. Oh, there it is. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, this is 13. All right. That's how I know. So here's the thing. And let's do the 12. See the 12 right here? It says Genos Digital Keyboard 1 Genos Workstation. When I hit right here, you see all the instruments pop out really nice.
Yeah.
It's not totally nice because this needs to be expanded to the right a little bit. It has a bog. It doesn't, this window here, this window is not adjustable. But, anyway. So here's, I need the synth, and here you go. You see I'm using up and down arrow on my keyboard. It goes nice and smooth, and it selects the sound. And also, changes the sound, if you can hear.
Okay.
Okay, now let's do the same thing in 13. What happens in 13? Right here, 13, right? You see right here, I do the same thing. It says off. When I click on the same thing, when I go to synth, click on it, you see what happened? It just jumped. Where is my sound? I have no idea where my sound is. And expanded every freaking thing in the world. See, it maximized. It expanded all the arrows.
So I am 99% sure that is an aesthetic change in the design that is not something that you can revert or change as an option.
No, it's not even a chance. I mean, for me to change the sound, it's impossible. It's impossible for me to pick the sound from here with a mouse.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that, sir.
Because when I'm clicking on it, yeah.
To my knowledge, I believe that is an aesthetic design change, how you visually navigate through there. As far as why you're not hearing the sound, though, that is a little odd to me. One thing, though, that I would say...
no, I hear the sound.
From,
it's just I cannot choose the sound. I cannot change the sound.
Right, okay. Outside of that, though, that aside for a moment, if the way that you were navigating on 12 was working, and whether that what you were just showing me, if that was just like a demo project that you were just messing around with to see what you could test.
No,
with 13.
it's a real project that I'm working on.
Right. Either way, what I would do is I would structure kind of a template that you would want to generally start with, how you normally work in your workflow, and then just see if you're able to save that as a project file, and then in turn open that up the way that you have with the one that you're working with now and showing you the two examples of.
Do you see that this is exactly the same project? This is the same project from 12.
I completely understand that. Yes. It is weird to me that you're not able to select it in that same fashion.
That's my point.
And that is something that I would need to verify across our full support team and with our R&D staff to make sure that there is either a different way that is done, or is that now a physical impossibility when it clearly works properly or more efficiently, let's say, in 12. So that's something I need to get clarity on for you.
When I'm opening up 12, the same project, it's exactly fed from the same file. You see, when I'm clicking on this area right here in the inspector, it opens up. Right. Then I open up, and it's been like that since forever. It's been like this since forever. I don't remember having version 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it's only 13 is doing something different. So when I'm clicking on this, see, I'm clicking left click on any sound here, and when it reaches the bottom, it opens up another preset triangle set, and it goes all the way to the next and goes up and down, no problem. What happens in 13, I'm opening up exactly the same product. I can even close the Cubase 12. See, same project, 4, same project. I didn't even touch a thing. I'm opening up the project. It's loading the project. Same thing. Look, touching this one, left click, it opens up the set of sounds, just like the other one does, right? I open up synth. See, open up. I click on it, and see, it jumped. And not only jumped, I don't even know where my sound is. You see, nothing is selected at all. Piano is open. Now, if I click on it, double click on it, it will open piano. It will open piano, but then to change the sound, if I want to change the sound, I cannot change the sound because it doesn't select it. See, it doesn't it doesn't do it. It only does it with a double click. Not at random. Sometimes it drops the whole thing. It doesn't even work. I don't even know what to say about this. And look what it did. It opened up the volume in a different track. Well, because I was on the user interface of another track, and when that thing closed, I accidentally pressed this thing, and obviously, here's what happened. It just maximized this. I cannot work with this. Maybe there's something here in the key command that is preventing this from doing this. And if I can go to maybe I can do this and it will work. I don't know. Let's try it out.
I don't know if the key command issue because
and it disappeared.
That's just regular selection. It's not specialized key command. But I mean, I won't rule it out. It's just it doesn't make sense. It
almost started to work. But then it went back to its own. Even after changing I'm using my. It diverted to no preset right here. You see what happened? You see what? Yeah. So when I'm selecting this thing, it seems to work. This is my latest schema. This is my latest schema. It's not SQL or anything. Even if I clear all, I do clear all, and then I choose this thing, it will pick everything from Cubase 12 or 13 or whatever. Is there a way for me to save this thing? Is it supposed to save with the project? Let's try to save it with the project. I'm going to go to Control Alt S, save us a new version of this project, okay? And then I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try up and down, see if it works. Maybe it will. No, it didn't. It tries to work, but here, see what the problem is? Go to key command. It still has no preset right now. And it's supposed to hold this preset RE24C. Let's try it with Alberton key command. Maybe we'll work with this one. Maybe we'll save it. I know your product inside out, and I finished a master's degree in computer science right now too. I'm a programmer. I program in many languages. So don't get me wrong. I know what I'm talking about. I've been in quality assurance for at least 7 years in my life. So I know I can literally troubleshoot this thing to a point where I can literally find a code and fix it. I do not have a source code for this thing, because I would have fixed it already. Yesterday I corrected my professor on the SQL class, a master program. So believe me when I say this. It's a problem. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with the design. It's basically it's a copy and paste error in the code, because they've been messing around with the user interface. Check out the user interface. You see what they're messing around with? I'm a software developer, okay? Look at the 12 and look at the 13. You see the resemblance? There is no resemblance, actually. Literally, there's. When I'm gonna go open up a number 5 right now, because I keep, I just resaved this version as number 5. I'm gonna use exact same project version. So look, see how different user interface is right here versus right here. And see, this thing pops up, and this thing pops up. I'm gonna save it as 6. See how different user interface is? They expanded this. They did the coordinate. It's called coordinate manipulation on the window. You see how it expands? It's a coordinate.
Yeah, I totally appreciate your observations of the pros and cons of the visual aspect of it, for sure. But as far as that feature not functioning, that's something that I will definitely bring up with the rest of our support team, and have to get back to you on just to see what's going on with that, if that's been an issue across any of the customers, just so we can gauge a frequency.
It's across. Yes, it is. It is a lower internet. Everybody is on it. Everybody. I mean, I found at least 5 posts in blogs stating the exact same thing with different people. So I'm not like 1 in a million. It's out there.
Yeah.
As you can see, the user interface is definitely different. And when they were messing with user interface, they copied and paste code. Believe me, I know exactly what happened. They copied and paste code and then missed few lines of code in the copy and paste process. So
again, I totally appreciate your perspective. I can't honestly answer that or respond to that.
Right.
As far as what our R&D team decides to do or what their process is, because I don't have access to that information.
I understand. I appreciate you.
But this I'll definitely bring up to, like I said, to our support team, and we'll see, what we can do to resolve that. If there's a software glitch or there's something that is in the works or is being even trying to be fixed for it, I can at least try to get some kind of feedback on that, and we'll move forward. And if it is going to persist like that, to your point, it might be better for you to be using 12 for the time being until fix for that is addressed with a
Yeah.
build number issuance. So
Yeah, but the problem, right? Yeah, but the problem is that I paid full price for the upgrade. That and I'm a paying customer on the top of me being a consumer and everything and a person. I paid full, price for this product, and they released it before the
Right.
new year.
It's not by any means suggesting that you should just have it sit on the shelf, if you will, and wait for something to be fixed. If it came down to it and you prefer to, explore getting a refund for the software for the time being, then, once we do have it resolved in a later time, if you wanted to go that route, you can, or we can just try to explore and see what's going on. I think we should do at a certain point for this particular issue.
Well,
Now, is there anything else with the software that is getting or impeding your workflow and not so much a thing that is visually different with this version? Is something that you notice that you're not able to do or is glitching or doesn't seem to be performing correctly?
so how soon do you guys? How soon can you contact? I know you're in the United States because I don't hear any accent, but I'm just saying that they're in Germany. They're in Germany. So how soon?
Yeah. So to clarify that, we have our U.S. division here where we do have a Monday through Friday daily meetup of issues like this that are discussed across our team. If we can't get it to resolution, we do have another tier 4 rep who's got a little bit more in-depth knowledge outside of that, or it deals with a lot more escalations, I should say, that are not just your common usage thing. So if we can at that level get it, we definitely reach out and refer to our R&D team. We don't have a definitive timeline when we have to go to that extent as far as getting a resolution, but it's not something that we take an exorbitant amount of time to do. So we try to resolve things in a very short period of time. We cannot guarantee and promise that every single issue based upon how our users are using the software will exactly be resolved, but we will do our best to try to figure out what is going on, and if it's something that is going to be requiring a deeper look to the extent of the software update, then that is something that will definitely be addressed as well.
Well, it's not the matter of how users are using. It's in the manual. It's in the user's manual. This is your specifications.
So what I'm trying to tell you, sir, is that we base resolving issues off of how the software is functioning and how it's also being used, because both things can affect each other. That's all I'm saying. I don't want you to take that to state that the software should never be to blame. Yes, there are times when the software doesn't work properly. We also run into other issues where customers are using it in a certain way that doesn't allow them to do what they're trying to do.
I just would like to I would like to find out why. Let me see if the 12
Right.
see the 12 doesn't even have this feature. They've been missing. See, it has consistency. And please, if you're recording this, because I'm recording this screen myself, because I will post it probably, I don't know, maybe I can give it to you or I can post it and send you a link. But I'm just saying that if you will look carefully at the functionality of 13 and 12, this is the key command for 12. It doesn't even have the presets. See, the presets are not even there. Even though I placed the presets like RE 2024C, they're not even in the range of these See, they're not even. They've been messing around pretty much with everything, with user interface in two aspects. This is the key command aspect, user interface, because you can definitely see how different it is from 13. This is the key command 13, which has presets, including 3 presets here. And I tried to. Hold on, let me try one thing. Give me 1 second, okay? Just so you can let me perform something here. Maybe we'll fix it. 2024 R2024C. Let's do something here. Let it find this file, and I think it's going to be like XML file. I think it's going to be an XML file that it's going to be in some sort of folder on the C drive, and I don't remember where that file is. So once it's going to find it, and then I'm going to dump the same file. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I just need to find. Do you have the folder implementation where these presets are for Cubase? Do you know by any chance?
I don't have immediate access to that. That's something that I have to request and date for, honestly. We only have immediate access to licensing, our web store database, basic stuff like that.
Okay.
Anything beyond that, I'd have to research for you.
Give me 1 second here. I have where am I? Damn. I guess I'm gonna have to go and find this here. Yeah, space. Yeah, and that's the hilarity of Windows 11 too. It doesn't respond to keystrokes fast enough when you're doing the search. Everybody has problems, right? Let's just wait till it finds where that XML file is, and I'm gonna look at the path. I'm gonna copy the path for Windows 12 and Windows 13. I'm gonna dump it into the 12 and see if 12 does the same thing with the same preset. You see what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just. It's a pretty fast computer. It's got like state of the art SSD, M4 hard drives. Let's just find that XML file because I don't remember the. It should be written somewhere. I think it's going to be faster. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this thing. I'm going to open file location. There it is. Okay, we're going to copy the path here. Okay, I'm going to copy the path. I'm going to copy this path and paste it here. Okay, so that I don't lose it. Then I'm going to copy this file. I'm going to where's my text? Here. 13. Let's find this in C user RE app data roaming Steinberg Cubase 13 Cubase 12 presets key commands. Key commands right here. Okay, and I'm going to take this XML file, copy it here. You see what I'm doing? I copied this XML here. Let's go to 12 right now. Let's go to 12. Let's go right here and see if it's not there, but I know why it's not there. So I'm going to close out of all applications. I'm going to close out of all applications with the Cubase. I'm going to I will close all these windows. I'm going to open up the 12 and let it read again.
Yeah.
the files and upload it into the environment. I'm going to open up the same project. I'm going to go to key commands. See RE 2024 right here? And it has OK button here to confirm that I saved it. But I don't even need that here because it works from the get-go. See, it works. It goes up and down smoothly. Changing sounds and everything, doing great. Now, when I change the sound, when we go back to key command, it does the same thing. Okay, it doesn't save the preset either. It doesn't say, oh, maybe I should have this. No. Well, let's give it a different name. Maybe it will stay there. It's supposed to indicate. Logically it's supposed to indicate. I don't know if it's written in your books. Logically, it's supposed to indicate after you reopen this which preset, but it doesn't. Okay, all right. Okay, I see the problem. So this one, they only used on the user interface. They changed the user interface in a 13, but they did, because if that would have held a preset, a designated preset, we probably wouldn't have this problem because it would have reassigned all the keystrokes on the keyboard and held them in the RAM. But it doesn't. See? Right here we go to keystroke, it says no preset, right? Just like the other one didn't. We have a basic user interface change. What is this button? Expand all, shrink all. Okay, that's great. Key press search command. Okay, that's great. That's a good thinking. But this is like, it shouldn't have been released. Okay, so see, the D is not there, but let's use C. See, it changed all my settings, especially for the file and all this, a lot of changes that I made in the keystrokes. So now there's no OK button here. Macros. Run macros. Where's the OK button or save button to confirm that I am acknowledging the software is supposed to acknowledge the ability?
It does have that on that window view.
Huh?
It does not have that on that window view.
Well, the other one has the, at least I think 2012 has OK button there. Yeah, it has OK button here. That's an indication of confirmation of something that you have changed here. OK meaning the software will write it into a file. It will write data into a file. So if you use this D thing, when you hit OK, it acknowledges. See OK button here. There's no OK button in 13. The reason why I'm saying is because, and also 13 is, as soon as I deal with that thing, it opens up this window automatically, which is not supposed to open this window at all. I don't know if it's consistent with a version, with a project, but nonetheless, this is 12. Okay, so even though it has OK button here, show markers. Tough shit, I'll tell you. Yeah, this software needs to be. The software needs to be really looked at. Especially, personally, I like this user interface better. If they wouldn't touch the interface, they just would have changed the expansion of the window, like they did here. It's a good idea, but that's like, for me, it's like literally 3 minutes of coding. To do that, 3 minutes. That's all it took, 3 minutes to expand this window. Okay. These people probably know as much as I do about software development, or maybe even less. I don't know. Yeah, this is the, yeah. We don't even have, we don't even have we have UI change. We don't have OK button here. And maybe that's the problem. If they would have engaged, if they would have just simply created an OK button here to save this, lock it in a place, and write it into the XML file or of some sort, I think it would be. I think it would be a DDL file, or maybe even some other extension file like Docker, like batch file or something. I'm not sure when it's loading. Another way to do it, I could probably go here and I can go to Files 86, go to Steinberg.
Yeah.
Not File 80, not 86. Probably it's going to be Program Files. Here, go to Steinberg. And we're going to find Cubase 13. We could probably find this section here where it says project templates, presets, factory scripts, MIDI port enabler, maybe this file right here. If we copy, I'm gonna try this on my machine. MIDI port. That's not what I need. I need a file that has, see, it has skins file. We don't need that. We need something that VSTs. No, VSTs are not that. No. See, it did not. What are these? ICO DLL. This one right here could be this DLL file. I wonder what it stands for. EAC DLL. This DLL or this DLL. All these DLLs could be copied to 13. Probably would have resolved the problem. When was this rewritten? 1:18, 1:43 p.m. 1:18:23. No, this DLL was not touched since last year, so this is manufacturer. Let's look at the dates. Okay, none of these files were rewritten. I have no idea. I don't have specifications. I'm not on the project. I don't know which DLL file is responsible for this particular section, and I bet it's all right here. MIDI port, MIDI remote, factory scripts, HTML hub. What is this? Shit. Help, fonts, components, right there. Components. These components have not been changed since 2022. 21. Some of them have went back to 21. I mean, I technically can just do like I can replace each and every folder, each and every file. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to replace with or without you. I don't know if you want to watch this, but I'm going to copy and paste all the contents of every folder from 12 to 13 until it starts working. And if you're interested, I can I can do it right now. So I don't know if you have time.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely try that. We'll see if it retains the.
So I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this path. I'm going to go here. I'm going going to go here, and I'm going to go to 13. So I'm going to have two tabs, one with 12, one 13. On the right, 13, left, 12. Okay, I'm going to separate them in two separate windows. I have this one here. I'm going to have this one here. And what I'm going to do is, so we have 13 on the left. No, we have 12 on the left. We have 13 on the right. Wonderful. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up this. I don't think that's significant, so I'm not going to copy this. Click samples. I don't think that's significant either. Click samples, components. Components may be something that I'm interested in. So what I'm going to do is, first, I'm going to exit out of the software. I don't want it to be running. I'm going to exit this one too. I'm going to exit this one. Shit. Just I just accidentally closed that window. Okay. Components. All these components from 12. I'm going to copy them. I'm going to paste them all suckers over here. And now I'm going to test. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just thinking that he has to do something with one of those folders.
Yeah,
service required to start application does now terminate. Okay, so yeah, you can't do that. Now I need to reinstall the 13. It's okay. You know, I mean, it's fine. You know, I'm just saying that. Okay, hub service is required. So, okay, I don't know if I want to do this in front of you. I don't want to overwhelm you with this nonsense. But
that's fine. I would give it a shot and see if it works, and if it doesn't, if you want to give us feedback on it, that's fine.
That's the only. I'm recording this, so I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. If you want, I can send you a link. But I'm gonna continue digging with it, and I mean, because I really want it to work. I know it's a waste of my time, but hey, you know what? I mean, if I don't do it, I don't think anyone is gonna do it.